Good morning. Good morning. Hi. Hi. Good morning. Hello, yappers. What's going on, freedom makers? And hello, world. Ali Madawi here with you, Global Master Trainer of the Young Entrepreneur Project. And I'm super excited to come back with you in a brand new installment of our Yup Daily. And oh my goodness, today I'm going to talk to you about a foundational business piece. If you don't master this one, might as well close the shop down, and that is sales, the S word that everybody wants to run away from. But before we do, let me say good morning and hello to some of my beautiful friends from all over the world. Hello, Alicia Foot. Glad to have you on with us. Hello, Talia. I see you. I hear you. I am so glad you're here. Naveen is here for you. And who else we got? What's going on, rock stars? Hey, what's up? What's up? What's going on? Annette, how you doing? John Jennings with a G. What's going on, boss? Stina, all the way from Stockholm. What's going on? So glad to have you in here. Feel free to start a watch party, share, tag somebody who needs to hear this message. Hello, Julie. Millie, what's going on? Vero Beach, Florida. Hey, Lisa, my New Jerseyan friend. How you doing? Darren Christian, good morning, brother from another mother. Oh, my goodness. Hey, what's going on, Shelly? I'm so glad. I think you and I have a one-on-one coming up soon. Yes, Jersey is in the house without a doubt. All right, Naveen is here. That's right. Lori, what's up, my friend? All right, I think I said hello and good morning to most of you, and let's get right into it. How many of you struggle with that scary monster sales? See, the reason I want to focus, and I'm probably going to give you a couple of different sessions this week on sales, not only it's a foundational piece, but without it, you're going to run out of business. Without it, you're not going to make money. Without it, don't expect anything great to happen. So sales is a main piece in order for you to develop your business. Now, some people are really, really good at it. Others should outsource it, delegate it, or let someone else do it for them. So, for example, if you were to start a business and you're really good at making up candles, but you are horrible at sales, you should consider having somebody that you are going to outsource to, hire, bring in 1099 or commission only, and let them do the selling for you if you're not good at it, and give them a portion of it. That's the model of affiliate marketing or network marketing, where the company itself has a great product and service, and the management are really good at building businesses, but they're not really good at selling stuff. So they go ahead and get somebody who would be good at creating and generating sales and educating others to doing the same exact thing, hence network marketing, right? But today I want to talk to you about the actual individual skill of sales. A lot of people think it's just a matter of strategies and becoming a hypnotist and overcoming objections, but it's a lot more deeper and personal than that. And I'm going to break it down to you to understand it from a self-identity perspective, from a mindset and a psychology, and definitely giving you some true practical training on how you can go today and start your journey on understanding how to develop sales, whether from a revenue standpoint or an organizational standpoint. Now, if you're ready, drop that S word. Clean one, sales, please keep it PG-13. Drop sales in the comments if you're ready, because I got some goodies for you. So first things first, if you want to see what you really know, look at your actions. See, as human beings, we are habitual human beings that we tend to go for what we like. We tend to go for what we're passionate about. We tend to watch what we care more about. We tend to read what captures our interest versus what everybody else tells us to do. So if you are in sales, but you are not passionate about what is in front of you, if you are not passionate about the product, the service, the offer, the compensation plan, the company itself, no matter how good you are in sales, you're going to definitely struggle to convey that message to the individuals. You got to understand the importance of marketing. By the way, sales and marketing are two different things. There are many individuals who will mix the two. They would sell on a Facebook post. That does not work. That's called a flyer. 99.9% of the people ignore it, including yourself. You throw it out when you get it in the mail. You delete without even opening an email. You change the radio station when music changes and goes to a commercial. You pay $12 a month for DVR so you can fast forward and not watch commercials. Sounds familiar? So what makes you think that posting a graphic or an image of your company product with 30% off in your link is going to generate sales? Unless you are a mega influencer like Dwayne The Rock Johnson or Kim Kardashian, you're probably going to struggle with that. Now, don't get me wrong, mass mailing and all these different elements, that's a whole different conversation. Those are delivery mechanisms for marketing. That is not for sales. However, there are two legs that will get every business to keep on walking: sales and marketing. Marketing attracts people to you. Marketing grabs the eyes and the ears, attention. Sales is the actual transactional exchange of money for product or for service. You need to know what is coming out of your mouth, if it's marketing or sales. If you do both, you confuse the prospect, and you'll do things like, I feel overwhelmed. Let me think about it and I'll get back to you. I'll talk to my wife. Let me see if I have money. Come back to me next week. All those things that we call objections. That's because you were marketing and selling at the same exact time. The sales transaction is the final piece to the conversation, not the very first one. So the importance of marketing is, again, different than selling. See, when it comes to marketing, you got to understand the applied psychology. Again, what is the delivery mechanism? Are we talking Clubhouse, where it's an audio-specific audience that loves to just jump in, podcast-driven mindset? Is it a Facebook Live that allows you to have this open virtual window where people get to see your eye contact, hear your tonality, see your body language, feel your energy, right? Is it an email? Is it a flyer? You got to understand the niche that you are in and the psychology that speaks to that marketplace. It's selling yourself in advance, by the way, when you do marketing. See, whenever you have a live and you started with something like, hey, Ali Midawi here. I work with struggling entrepreneurs to leverage social media and the digital space to become to build brand equity or develop sales. That myself is my introduction to you. That's me marketing or selling myself to the audience first before I talk about the offer, the product, or whatever it is that I have to offer. You got to make sure that that marketing delivery mechanism is simply a communication mechanism. See, marketing is where you communicate your value. Sometimes it falls under hype. That's also a delivery mechanism. I don't agree with it. I don't think you should fall into the trap of hype marketing. It is a real thing. You can make $10,000 in 3 days if you click on the link below, and I'm going to show you how I became an Amazon $1 million earner and how I built 3 houses in 3 days. That's hype marketing. You don't have to get into that space, because you kind of lose your authenticity and you become, that person who's just dropping commission breath. So make sure that it just helps you communicate your core values better. When it comes to marketing also, it is completely different than prospecting. So we talked about sales is the end transaction, the exchange of financial money for the product or service. Marketing is a communication delivery mechanism that allows you to introduce yourself, right? To showcase what you are and sell yourself better. Prospecting is totally different too. Prospecting for me is pre-qualifying. I don't talk to everybody about what I do business-wise. I talk to everyone, yes, but once I pre-qualify the individual, that they qualify and they're quality individuals that I believe they and I should be in business together, then I go and prospect. That's just an invitation to a date. Hey, I'd love for you to take a look at what I'm working on. I think there may be some synergy. That's like saying, hey, listen, I feel like there's connection in here. Our eyes lock in. That is the worst pickup line I've ever used. I'd love for you and I to go on dinner and just see, where it goes from there. It's the same thing for business. Although that pickup line was pretty horrible. Listen, I've been blessed enough that I married my high school sweetheart, so I didn't have to go through learning the pickup lines. Anyways, so you got to understand again. So sales is the transactional piece. That's the final piece. Marketing is the attraction of the individual to you and what you're doing. And then prospecting is where you are looking for the right audience, the right target audience, the right market, the right individual to market your product or service so in order to get sales. Now let's go back to sales. Here's the one piece that I genuinely believe is the driving force for anyone that does really, really good in sales. This is whether you're a salesman, saleswoman, CEO of a company with salesmanship mindset. I believe everybody is in sales in some sort of way. I mean, you sell, I have to sell my wife on the fact that the reason I'm not going to see you in our own house for the next 4 hours and ignore you is because we're going to build a business that's going to be thriving, successful all over the world, and so on and so forth, right? I have her buy in every single day. So I'm starting the day selling to my wife. Then my kid, when he comes back from school at 1:30 and he's like, Papa, let's play. I got to sell him on, remember when we went to Mexico and you loved the beach and the pool? We're going to do that again soon. But for us to do that, Papa has to work. I'm selling my son on this vision again. See, it's just part of what we do. Husband and wife, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend. Guess what you're doing all the time? Hey, I got to go to this meeting. I got to go to this Zoom. Do you mind if I use some money? I got to do the convention. Like you're constantly selling. If you are an intrapreneur, this is an employee with a salesman mindset. When somebody says, who do you work for? And you say, I work for Ford. You don't just stop there. You say, I'm actually a VP of sales for Ford, and we have the best dealership in the East Coast. And yet, like, you're automatically selling, right? So the leading force for somebody who's good in sales is confidence. See, confidence does not mean fake it until you make it. Confidence does not mean arrogance. Confidence does not mean ego. Confidence just means that you have authenticity within yourself to be you. You're comfortable with who you are first. You are confident with what you have in your hand, the product, the service, the offer, or whatever, right? Like you know it inside out. That knowledge itself is going to give you confidence. See, it's like going to an exam. If you know your stuff, you're going to be confident. Give me that paper. I'm ready. But if you don't know your stuff, you're going to be nervous. Same exact thing when it comes to sales. Do you know your stuff? Are you authentic to share the story of the company without hype, without exaggerating, without lying, right? Like these are things that a lot of people run away from when it comes to sales. So are you confident in who you are? And do you freely express that to other people? Like, do you feel comfortable being yourself? Like, and is that a good or bad thing? I mean, sometimes being ourselves may not be a good thing, right? Like, because we need to work on our own flaws. We need to work on how we speak to people. We need to work on our empathy. We need to work on our body language, on our hygiene, whatever it may be. So making sure that you are authentic is a very good driver force for you being in sales and winning in sales. Number 2, in order to have confidence in sales, is action. See, are you consistent over a period of time with the transaction, the product, the service, the offer, your messaging over a long period of time? The average prospect needs to hear the information 7 times over and over again in order to make an educated business decision. And that decision may be no, thank you. But they still have to have 7 times. This is why Geico is hitting you in the face 7 times a day, whether it's a flyer or whether it's a billboard, whether it's a commercial. They're always hitting you in the face. Coca-Cola, nonstop advertisement. McDonald's, nonstop advertisements. Do you think they just say, hey, let's just spend money and be on TV? No, they understand the psychology of we need to show our faces in front of these prospects 7 times a day in order for them to say, I'm hungry. I'm going to go to McDonald's. It's bad for you. Don't eat McDonald's. But anyways, you get the drift, right? Number 3 to confidence in sales is adaptability. How do you adapt to circumstances and situations? I've been blessed with the gift of listening. I can sit with you in a half an hour Zoom. You can talk for 28 minutes. I will listen, and within those 2 minutes, I will give you, so from what I'm hearing, here's what you're saying, here's what's important to you, and if we were to do such and such and such, you'll move forward, right? And you say, absolutely, good. So here's what I would recommend, and in 1 minute, I'll give you a call to action, and it will lead to the transaction that we want to do. Because I don't focus on what do I have and how good it is for you. I focus on what do you want, and do I really have it? And if the answer is yes, I'm only going to present you with that. So again, can you adapt in different circumstances? When 2020 hit at its peak mode, whether it's pandemic, economy, or whatever political craziness that we had here in the United States, guess what? We have pivoted. We've adapted. We've changed everything that we were doing from public speaking every single week in a different city or state or country. We changed it to online, 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 redirected our resources, really adapted a business model that we didn't have before, like the Yup to Freedom challenges that we do. So all these different elements are going to create the confidence that you need to have in order to be in sales. So if you've picked up anything from the many things that I've shared with you, number one, you have to have confidence, and confidence is not faking it. Confidence is not, I feel good. No, confidence is authenticity mixed with consistent action with adaptability to no matter what circumstance you have around you. Those are the three things you need to work on right away, individually, for yourself and personally, right now and today. Yeah, the strategies and the techniques and all that good stuff, that's the icing on the cake, right? That's the cherry on the icing, or whatever the good stuff that we all say. But the main thing is your confident level, or your confidence level, is going to determine the reaction of the prospect whom you are speaking to, whether you are prospecting them, whether you are marketing to them, or you are in a sales transaction. But always respect the flow of the transaction. A lot of people quit early because they sell first. They didn't pre-qualify and prospect. They didn't market and share and communicate the value. They just said, give me your money. In the prospect, no, you don't think you said, give me your money. You were blah, 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 talking. And oh my God, and the best thing about it is this and this and this and that. And you really got to join because this and this and that. And all the person is hearing is, give me your money, give me your money, give me your credit card, give me your money. What you should have done is take your time and say, hey, are you even open to evaluating different things in life right now? And when you get yes, then you can go to marketing mode. Here's what I believe would be the right collaboration for me and you on such and such and such. And then you go for the transaction. Once you get the person be like, man, that sounds great. Awesome. Well, let's get you started. It's an easier process when you go through the right order instead of just sell. 90% of the people that I know who are in sales are horrible at it. They don't make any good money, if any money at all. And that's because they're not willing to be patient enough to pre-qualify / prospect, to market repeatedly in different delivery mechanisms, respecting the process, because sometimes the person you market to may be yes right away on day one. It may be a year for some cases in so many people who I happen to have the privilege of working with today. There's a young lady from Colombia by the name of Giselle Palacios. I spoke to her a year and a half ago while I was in Mexico talking about launching this whole thing. And guess what she said a year and a half ago while she was 20 minutes away from us? No, thank you. And then we kept every now and then we touch base. I'm like, oh, here's a video that I think will be relevant for what you do. Oh my goodness, I saw your new company. I really would love the opportunity for me to coach you and your team. Here's what we can do. And I keep on little by little. She finally got involved with us 3 weeks ago. And now I get to mentor and coach and work with her to launch in Mexico. That wasn't because I'm really good at sales. That was because I pre-qualified her a long time ago and I prospected over a period of time. I respected the fact that she wasn't ready. Then I marketed in different options and different behaviors and soft touches. And when she was ready, she enrolled. You have to do the same exact thing for yourself and for your business. You have to respect the process. This whole week, or the remainder of the whole week, whenever you see me, I'm going to definitely be addressing a little bit more on sales cycles, the difference between marketing, prospecting, and selling. And I think I can equip you to have an incredible week for yourself. Now, keep in mind, tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for those of you who are Yeppers, we are focusing on our wellness vertical. If you know anything about entrepreneurs, we don't take care of our bodies. We don't take care of our health. We are always in bad posture. We don't drink enough water. We don't work out. We fix that problem tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to learn more and or register, just go to discoverflux.com. That is FLUX.com, discoverflux.com, and you can register, and you'll see me and some of my friends on how we take care of our bodies and maintain this incredible stamina for business. With that, I thank, love, and appreciate you. Do me a favor. In the comment itself, write what was your biggest takeaway from today's Yub Daily, because I want to know if you actually got a nugget or two, and that way I can continue on. But I will promise you for the remainder of the week, there's a lot more of what we learned today, and we'll have part 3, 4, and 5. So I'm excited for you, appreciate you, and until next time, peace out, everybody. It's been a pleasure. See ya. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao. Bye. Almost. All right, I'll do it. I'll do it. It's not clicking for you. I'll do it.